Hey everybody, I'm Amenadel, aka Green Grow Guy, and thanks for checking me out on my Philadelphia urban farm where we go from concrete to food. And before we start part two, that's right, I'm finally catching up. Crazy of our solar drip irrigation system. You know what I mean? Saving time on the urban farm, y'all, is really important, especially when your plants start to grow. And this is something I know is going to save me a lot of time, so I'm really excited about it. But before we get into this video, y'all, for sure, make sure y'all are hitting the subscribe. Can a brother get some subscribers? Can a brother get some subscribers? Can I get some shares? Can some of y'all click the notification bell? You know what I'm saying? Leave some comments. Like, alright. So, y'all, as you know, from watching part one, we really reorganized the urban farm, really utilizing the fence space as best as I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? So that for two reasons. Number one, because you want this irrigation system to run right. The flow of water is actually important. You can't be doing all of this. It won't work the way that you want it to work. Number two, it really helps food production, y'all. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not against chaos gardening and things like that, but for me, I prefer, you know what I mean, that when I'm gardening, it's very organized. Because I really don't like to miss pollinations. I don't like to miss harvesting. And sometimes through all the chaos, things get lost. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? But let's get into this drip irrigation video, alright? Okay, everybody, so we're going to start right here at the rain barrel, alright? That you see, it has water in it. All right, there's going to be one end of this drip irrigation system that goes into the rain barrel. So now I'm not even using my own water, saving money. Guys, get into what I'm telling you right now. All right, get into what I'm telling you. So this system does come with a little filter. You know what I mean? Now, this is pretty much self-explanatory, so I just stuck this on there, y'all. There's a hole on the side of the rain barrel for things just like this, this was a great buy. Go back and watch the video on this. I talk about this in one of my videos. Maybe you got to watch them all to see which one. I don't know. But all I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take this filter part, and I'm going to feed it just far enough. I mean, I'm going to feed a good portion of it down there because I actually don't want, like, anything grabbing on it or acting weird. Okay, so I fed it in there. I'm going to leave it loose for right now. I might attach it to something. Or, y'all, I might just leave it like that. But what I like about it is it doesn't interrupt anything. I don't have to get creative. I don't have to put holes in anything. This was a really great buy, guys. Okay, and this is the second season, 2.5 seasons I've had this, and it has done me justice. You know what I mean? When I want to, at the end of every season, I'll let it drain out, and once I let it drain out, I'll actually clean it out, you know what I mean, and then let it refill itself through winter snow and like spring rain. Okay, so from this rain barrel, guys, is going to lead us up to the actual system. All right. Now, before I turn this on and we see if this works or not, one of the things that I do want to tell you is that I'm probably going to pin this up so that it has a nice direction on it for the flow of water. That is very important to me. Okay, but what I'm going to show you briefly is how I strung it up and why these 1/2-inch brackets was a lifesaver. Okay, because the flow of water is actually really important when you're doing drip irrigation systems, and you actually want to have a nice even flow so that the plants get watered evenly. So that's why I'm going to put it against this box, evenly slope it, probably attach it somewhere through here, and then begin to systematically feed it through. Once I begin to attach it, I'm going to feed it through. I'm going to attach the nozzles where I want it to be. But this, if you guys do this idea, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is some of the best things that I done came up with, between the L brackets. You know what I'm saying? These half-inch U-bolts, and I mean these were like $2, and I got like 14 in the bag or 12 in the bag. So I only have 2 here. All the rest of them I'm using one. I have one here to start it, and one at the end because I knew that I was going to possibly be attached to some other stuff. So sorry for the view, guys. So definitely get into this. Deck screws, 2.5 inches. You know what I mean? Sturdy, strong, is going to get the job done. Now I did have the box sitting up here for like a day and a half. Granted, it's part 2 of the video. All right, and another thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that when you're running this, it's hooked up the right way. Now, as long as your angle is right, guys, it doesn't matter if you have this one on this side, or as long as you have enough hose and the angle is right. Like I said, I'm going to fix this one because I'm not happy with that. But once your angle is right, that's all you got to worry about. Make sure everything is nice and stationary, so you're not coming out constantly, you know, situating it. You want a nice, solid, even water. So I started from right here, coming out of the box. Okay, what you see is charged. Also has all these timers on it. I'm sorry, guys. Again, if I'm running through this really quick, it's because it's a lot of information, and it's something that's going to be really effective, and I want to turn this on in front of you. So let's continue. Now the way that I hook this up is, as you can see, right now it's loosely strung between these metal brackets that I also use to super secure these baskets. Okay, one of the issues that I was going through was that if anything did besides my plants want to get, sorry for the glare, guys. So I did have to turn the camera around, guys, because the sun glare is doing its thing. So, and we welcome Mr. Sun, Mr. Sun, them day sun. How you doing? We're glad you're here. I'm glad. You know, I'm glad. You know what I mean? So what I really did, guys, was run literally the hose through those 1/2 inch brackets that I use, like I said, to secure this. These are really secure now. One of the major issues that I was having was when my planters did fall, it was because it was holding the deck screws are holding the planter, the weight of the soil, the actual plant as it grew, and then if a squirrel or anything else, a cat, then it couldn't hold all that weight at once. The plastic would begin to like wear, make bigger holes, and so these L brackets from repurposed 2x4 gem sits right on there, nice and level, like, you know what I'm saying. Sorry guys, I'm trying to show you guys without giving you a whole bunch of glare. Really nice and level here. You know what I mean? And I actually took the time to measure this straight through and straight down the wall, guys. From the beginning of the drip system all the way to the blueberry bush and into the strawberry plant. Because, like I said, the flow of water is going to be very important. The way that it drops is going to be important. What it goes into next is going to be very important. If you don't do this part right, things will get watered, but not evenly and not all of it, and you'll have heads, water, and stuff that don't need to be watered. And I mean, this is valuable water that you can collect it over the course of time, so collect it. All right, but what I am going to do for you guys right now is I am going to turn on the system. So we're going to go back to the box, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to see if we can get some of the water to flow out. Now what I did do is I did connect one of the sprinkler heads. It's the only one that's connected thus far. And I use it as like an outlet to see, hey, is this flowing? Because one of the things you guys definitely want to do before you start cutting a whole bunch of hose is make sure the system is working. So keep everything connected. Either you let it run all the way through the system, right back out, or you make like a port, because I had to connect some tubes to go throughout my whole garden, where I connected it. Boom, boom, sprinkler head. I took the sprinkler head off. You know what I'm saying? And so now when I run that system, it's going to come out of there. If I don't get water coming out of there, I'm halfway through my garden. Something's wrong. So I have to go back to the drawing board. So hopefully I hook this system up right at the gate. Now I know I might have to wiggle the hose a little bit because, like I said, I didn't secure it. But as long as I know I'm able to get that flow of water, once everything is good and I can water everything that I want, I'm going to be real happy, y'all. So let's go back to this box, turn it on. Then we're going to go back to this cucumber plant, which, by the way, y'all, is flowering. I did pollinate it the other day. There was only one female cucumber, y'all. And I'm gonna pollinate her again. I'm gonna just keep, you know how we shoot the club up. You know how we shoot the club up on this urban farm, because we about getting our food. Tomatoes are growing. Guys, I got a lot of stuff going on in this garden. That's why I'm like, I can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to part 2 of our June garden tour, because it is right after this video. But I really wanted to get some stuff to completion, and so you guys can see the finished product, see how it really is effective, and see how it's working, because this right here is going to save time. The fence, the way I lined it, all my food is getting the exact sunlight that I needed to get. I was able to put my cabbages and stuff back on the wall, because, yo, the cabbages are cabbaging. You know what I mean? I'm protecting my food, y'all. You know what I mean? Fork fence is real. Nets are real. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not playing no games. I want to put my teeth up on this food first and share with others secondary, whether it be the plant, whether it be the animals, or the people. How you doing? So, let's get to this drip system, because y'all know I stay running my mouth. And we get to go back in the shade. Even though, you know, I like standing in the sun, getting my vitamin D. Now, I am going through a little bit of food for it. But I'm okay with going through that's my zucchini. I'm okay with my zucchini touching all up on me. I'm okay with it, girl. Touch it on me. Because I'm gonna touch up on you with my teeth. Okay, so let's just turn back around and I'm gonna show you how I start this up. Alright. So, like I said, guys, I had this out here charging for like a day and a half, just in the sunlight. Even though right now it's not in the sunlight, it's been like probably by 2 o'clock. It's going to be in the sunlight until like 8 o'clock. So it's definitely charged. So you're going to want to hold the on button until you see this blue light come on here. And then you're going to set it. I'm going to set it on 3 days. And then you're going to want to activate this watering button right there until it turns blue. So you want it blue here, and you're going to want it blue there. It's going to begin siphoning the water. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's a very quiet machine, by the way. Very quiet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk back to where I opened it up, y'all. We're going to walk back over here. Zucchini. Not in front of the viewers. Just touching all up on me like that. Alright, we're going to go over here. And we're going to see. Oh, yes. That is gold. Do y'all see that right there? The system is working 100%. It went exactly to where I wanted to go. It's doing what I want to do. Now, once I string this up, y'all, and get everything pinned up like I want, guess what? We watering our garden. Okay? And we're not bothering nobody. Alright, so let me put all these other sprinkler heads in here, and I'm going to show y'all the finished product. Okay, everybody. So I installed a good amount of the drip system, irrigation system. I did turn it on. It is running through, as you've seen before. I did attach some of the nozzles to the heads. Those are absolutely. I will show you. I don't know if you can see the water dripping. They are running. I do shut them down. I'll do like 2 planters, shut it down to make sure that the water pressure continues. But for right now, I'm going to end this video right here because you guys see the system and what's going on. And that's how you set up your drip irrigation system. I'm going to finish up, y'all. All right? So by the next video, you're not going to have to hear me talk about coming in here watering nothing. I'm going to tell you how great this drip irrigation system is working. It's going to save me so much time, y'all. I'm so happy. But as always, thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you next time.